A lot of seniors notice that even when they turn up the thermostat, modern homes just seem colder at night compared to the houses they grew up in. And, well, this isn't just your imagination. The feeling actually comes from a mix of architectural design, the materials used, and the way heating systems work these days, all of which are pretty different from older homes. By understanding these differences, not only can we explain why this happens, but we can also find some real practical ways to stay warmer and a whole lot more comfortable. These days, homes are built mainly with efficiency in mind, not so much for thermal comfort. Modern houses focus on saving energy and cutting down costs. Things like double-glazed windows, thinner walls, and tight insulation help limit drafts and reduce heat loss, but they also, tend to trap cool air, especially near the floors and outside walls. Now, older homes, they usually had thick masonry or wooden walls that would soak up heat during the day and then slowly release it through the night. In comparison, modern lightweight materials just don't store as much heat, so once the heating is turned down or off, the temperature in the room drops pretty darn fast. For seniors who are used to the slow, steady warmth of older houses, this sudden chill can feel pretty noticeable. Forced air systems and radiators, well, they heat rooms by warming up the air instead of the surfaces themselves. That air moves around quickly and can leave certain spots feeling drafty, especially near windows, doors, or down by the floors. Back in the day, older methods like wood stoves, fireplaces, or even just thick blankets stacked on the bed gave off radiant heat that warmed people and objects directly. That kind of warmth would stick around even after the fire went out, giving a real sense of comfort and security that modern systems, honestly, just don't quite match. That's why a lot of seniors feel that modern homes are colder. The heat is always moving, not really anchored in the walls, floors, or furniture. A lot of new homes these days come with open floor plans and high ceilings, and while they sure look nice, these features actually let heat drift up and spread out across big spaces. So even if the thermostat says the temperature's just right, the heat down where you're sitting or sleeping, especially in corners or at bed level, can be a good bit lower. Older homes, on the other hand, usually had smaller closed-off rooms that would hold on to heat and keep it right where you needed it most. If you're looking for practical ways to stay warmer now, adding things like room dividers, thick curtains, or area rugs can really help trap heat in the spaces where you spend most of your time, especially in the bedroom. Even the most modern homes, still struggle with heat loss through windows and floors. Seniors often mention feeling chilly near exterior walls, and that's because modern construction just doesn't have as many thermal buffers as older homes did. Back in the day, folks might have used double layers of drapery, thick rugs, or even shutters to help keep the warmth in. In practical terms, just placing a rug underfoot or adding some thermal window treatments can really improve comfort, especially at night. Layered textiles, even if they're only used during the winter months, can recreate some of those passive heating strategies that previous generations relied on. Warm air, honestly, just doesn't feel as nice when it's dry. Central heating systems tend to reduce indoor humidity, which leaves your skin and airways feeling colder than they should. Older homes, especially those with wood stoves or fireplaces, usually kept the humidity a bit higher, which actually helped your body hold on to heat. Seniors can put this knowledge to good use by using humidifiers, or even something as simple as bowls of water near heat sources, to raise the humidity just enough to make the heat feel more effective, without bumping up the energy bills. And proper airflow management, like closing doors at night to keep the warm air where you want it, works right alongside those humidity adjustments. Historical sleeping arrangements, well, they provide another clue. Seniors often remember using layered blankets, quilts, and even cozy nightcaps as just a normal part of bedtime. These methods worked so well because they trapped radiant heat around the body instead of relying only on the air temperature in the room. If you apply these same ideas today, using thick comforters, flannel sheets, and insulated pajamas, you can create your own little micro-environment of warmth. Placing beds a bit away from exterior walls or windows and using thermal drapes can really help replicate the strategies that have kept generations warm without needing to crank up the central heating. The sensation of warmth is not just physical, it's really a sensory experience too. Back in the day, older homes gave us that tactile warmth through things like wooden floors, heavy curtains, and those good old layered quilts. Nowadays, modern homes often use synthetic materials that just don't radiate heat the same way, and that can leave a place feeling cold, even if the thermostat says it's comfortable. So for a quick fix, surrounding yourself with materials that retain heat, like wool or other natural fibers, can actually help bring back that cozy feeling. Heck, even something as simple as putting a chair or your bedding against an interior wall instead of an exterior one can make a real difference in how warm your space feels. Understanding why seniors feel colder in modern homes is not just a curiosity, it is a practical survival skill. By examining the heating methods, material choices, and room layouts of the past, we can implement changes that make contemporary living more comfortable and energy efficient. Layered textiles, strategic furniture placement, humidity control, and small radiant heat sources mimic historical techniques while remaining compatible with modern homes. This blend of past and present offers comfort and resilience, particularly during winter nights. To translate these insights into everyday life, start by evaluating your bedroom or living area with the eyes of someone used to historical homes. Identify walls that face outside, floors that are poorly insulated, and windows that leak air. Introduce thermal curtains, thick rugs, and layered bedding. Consider small radiant heaters or heated mattress pads placed near the body rather than relying entirely on central heating. Adjust humidity levels, close doors to trap warm air, and wear night clothing that reflects historical practices. These steps create a warmth profile similar to what your grandparents experienced, without sacrificing the convenience of modern systems. Modern homes may feel colder at night because they prioritize energy efficiency over thermal retention use materials that do not store heat well and rely on heating methods that do not mimic natural warmth. By understanding how our predecessors stayed comfortable, we can reintroduce practical strategies, textiles, room layout, humidity, and radiant heat that transform chilly rooms into cozy environments. The knowledge of history here is not only academic, it is directly applicable to improving comfort and well-being. If you found this guide valuable, make sure to subscribe to Wisdom for the Journey and share it with fellow history enthusiasts. There's a lifetime of practical knowledge hidden in the past, and together we can uncover it to make our modern lives warmer, smarter, and more connected to the wisdom of those who came before us.